Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we get to go over the 2018 Atlas 2952 RLF. This is a nice short fifth wheel, great amenities in here, and it's nice and open. Speaking of, let's take a look at the main living area. As you will see, you have dual opposing slides right here, really opening up both the living space and a kitchen. And when you have dual opposing slides in a kitchen, that allows for a center island. So if you're one that you like to have a lot of prep space, this floor plan definitely meets that need. Long center island here, beautiful solid surface countertops on here as well, and dual sink top covers, so this whole thing right here is usable prep space. If I take the sink top covers off, you'll see the double bowl stainless steel undermount sink. Nice big bowls on there too. They're quite deep, which is great. That way, you know, it's easy to fit your pots and pans down in there. Then you have the nice high-rise, kind of industrial style residential faucet there. If we take a look right at the front, you see excellent storage. Bank of 3 drawers running right down this side. So that way you have enough room for all of your silverware and any other utensils like your knives, spatulas, things like that. If you take a look right here on this side, you will notice there is an electrical outlet there. So that way, if you need to plug in blender, coffee maker, you have a couple places in which you can do that too. And then, if we take a look underneath, the one side you don't have quite as much storage, but that's perfect for your cleaning supplies. Right over here, take a look at this. You have a ton of room right there for a trash can. And then lastly, as you move over a tiny bit further, you have some separated storage here, probably a good place for some of your pots and pans. An additional drawer right up here, another electrical outlet. And the front, it's kind of tough to see here, but the front is lit. If you take a look right there, right underneath, you can choose to turn that off if you want, but I think it's kind of cool. They light that up. They do the same thing actually right over here. You'll see the backsplash is lit, and they lit up the bottom of the kitchen slide itself. So as we do move over, again, beautiful solid surface countertops here. An extra little plug-in. This is pretty neat. You have a pop-up power tower. You see that has 2 standard plugs as well as 2 dual USB ports. That way if you need to use it, you can plug it in right there. If you don't, you can just drop it right back down like so, and it's nice and concealed. Right over here is your 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover. The cool thing about the glass cover is this makes it nice and easy to utilize this as prep space. You do have the nice lit backsplash here, but when you fold this up, it kind of acts as almost like a double backsplash. And then that will reveal the 3-burner cooktop there, the front one being high output. Right underneath, you have an oven in case you want to do some baking. And then underneath that, there we go, you have an additional drawer. Over to the side here, take a look at this. You have nice deep drawers right here. This is great. If you have some larger items, you know, you can definitely fit them in here. I love how nice and deep the drawers are. A couple extra screws in there. And then a nice big drawer here as well. So big extra drawers there, which, again, you don't find that very often in a kitchen. Mostly they're your normal size drawers, but I like having the deeper ones. It's a great place to put plates, by the way, because otherwise they tend to jiggle around if you put them in a lot of other places. Stainless steel hood right here with the light and fan, microwave up top, and then some pantry storage right up top here. But again, with those big drawers, you know, put plates in one, put foodstuffs in the other two, and there's another much larger pantry I'll show you in a little bit. Right over here is your Dometic fridge freezer combo. Stainless steel panels on the front. When I open this guy up, you see there's plenty of room in there as well. This one does run off both propane and electric, and also has automatic switchover. As we take another step back, we move into the living room space. Take a look right over here. You have a TV, you have a great viewing angle, whether you're in the couch or in the theater seating, which I'll show you both of those in just a minute. And tied into that is this right here, which is your multimedia center. This unit is your radio CD player. It also is a DVD player. You can see the DVD will slide right in there. So that way, you know, if you want to watch a movie, it's nice and simple. You don't have to hook up any auxiliary equipment. And you have this sound bar right underneath for great sound quality. You'll also see underneath that you have a big wide fireplace. Cool thing about this is not only does it look really nice, but it's also a great space heater. If you're looking to take the chill off in this space and you don't want to run the propane, you can just turn that on and it will do exactly that. Right up top, you have some additional storage. You have the tinted glass on there, or frosted glass rather. You can see that storage right back there. Let's move to the very back here. So this is a pretty common layout you see in a lot of fifth wheels, but I really like it in a short floor plan like this. It's very conducive to the space you have. So you have the sofa in the very back. This is a tri-fold sofa. Nice built-in armrest here with a little bit of a cushion top, which is kind of cool. But the tri-fold is great because it's not only comfortable to sit on, it's very comfortable to sleep on. So if you're concerned or if you like to entertain, you want a place for guests to sleep, this is a great spot for it. Just fold this out, and that is big enough for 2 adults to sleep on. On both sides, you'll see you have end tables there with cubby holes, so you have a little extra storage. And then right underneath that, you'll see both sides also have electrical outlets and dual USB ports. Windows all the way around the back to let in some natural light. And this back window, folks, if you're able to pull up to like lakefront or oceanside, you can truly enjoy the view right out the back there. LED lights not only underneath the cabinets here, but also all the way across the top. That's something that, you know, when I'm looking at different manufacturers and different RVs, lighting for me is a big deal. I hate being in a dimly lit space, and when it's nice and bright like this, that really goes a long way. You see good storage all the way across the top. Again, the frosted glass there. And then we will take a look over at the other side. So this is the other side of that opposing slide out I had mentioned. You'll see theater seating right here in the center, Thomas Paine collection. This theater seating is super comfortable. Both of these do recline, so you can kick back and be able to watch a show. You have a cup holder there, and then you also have nice big storage right here for your remotes. So it's a convenient spot to put them. You don't have to have them just hanging out. Right up here, you have your freestanding table and chairs. You'll see they did something a little different with the chairs, and I really like it. They went with a darker wood and a lighter cushion. You know, this is meant to be for adults, so you don't have to, you know, worry about the cushions or anything getting stained. You know, you're obviously going to take good care of it, but I like the fact that it is lighter because it really brightens it up. And it helps blend in and make the kitchen a little more seamless with this area. You know, the seating there matches the countertops quite well. Let's take a look right up front. I had mentioned earlier about a pantry, and take a look at this. As you can imagine, you have this full-size door here. Look at that pantry space, folks. This is a massive pantry. I mean, just to give you an idea, you know, I'm 6 foot and I can barely fit, you know, I can easily fit under the doorway rather. So just a ton of pantry and shelving space all the way in there. And then you have additional storage right up top. Now, to access this, you more than likely will want to bring like a little footstool with you. But again, at least you do have that up there. You know, they didn't have to put anything in at all, but I'm glad that they did. Right over to the side, nice big additional storage space here. LED light underneath, another electrical outlet. For me, this would be my coffee bar. You know, I think it's a perfect little setup there for it, but whatever you want to put there, obviously you can. Additional storage right underneath here. The last thing I want to talk about before we head up the stairs is actually right up here. If we take a step or two up, you'll see a couple different things. One is the max air fan. You do have a max air fan over that main living area, which, you know, if you don't want to run the AC, you can open some windows, turn that on, you get awesome ventilation. Thermostat right next to that to control both the ducted AC as well as the ducted heat. And lastly is this right here, which is the in-command system. This is a really cool system, folks. You can do a bunch of different things here. You can see you have a tank monitoring panel there, your water heater. Note that you can run it off electric, propane, or both at the same time for higher recovery. You also have all your light controls on here, as well as your slides and your awning. So basically, instead of that big, ugly control panel on the wall, they've condensed it right into this easy-to-use touch panel right here. The bathroom has 2 entrances and exits, one into the bedroom and the other into the main living area. You'll see right over here, you have a nice mirrored medicine cabinet, little cubby hole underneath there for some extra goodies. And then right underneath that, you will see your sink top and vanity here. Nice stainless steel bowl in there as well. You have an electrical outlet right here on the side in case you need to plug anything in, and some additional storage right down below. If we take a look across the way, you'll see your foot flush lever toilet, porcelain bowl here too, folks. That's important, makes it nice and easy to clean. Right up above that, you have a towel hook, so it's easy to access your towel. And then you also have the vent up top to quickly help moisture escape. The shower is a neo-angle shower. You have the roller door system. I personally like this a lot because when you're done showering and you open the door up, all the water goes right into the shower pan rather than all over your floor. You'll also see right behind me, I have a hand wand here, so it's nice and easy to shower. You have these shelves. and the skylight up top. Now granted, I'm 6 foot, you can see I have plenty of head height here, but if you are a little bit taller, that skylight doesn't just let in natural light, it also gives you some additional headroom. Last thing I do want to point out is right over here. You have like a bedroom slide, it's kind of a bedroom bathroom combo. There is a door right here, a slider door, so you can close off and have the privacy you want. But that kind of makes this specific storage space dedicated to the bathroom, which is perfect for a linen closet. As we step into the bedroom, one of my favorite parts is this right here, and that is the fact you get a residential 60 by 80 queen size bed. This way, if you're a taller person, your feet are normally hanging off, you don't have to worry about it in the Atlas. On both sides of the bed, you see you have some storage right down below there underneath your nightstand. Nice big top on that nightstand, so if you need to charge cell phones or plug in a CPAP machine, not only do you have space for it, but you also have electrical outlets and dual USB ports on both sides. Right above that, you have a nice double extra storage area there. You have a shelf built in, storage going all the way across the top. Underneath, you'll see you have some adjustable reading lights, as well as the nice leather headboard, which also some extra padding in case you want to sit up and read at night. You'll also notice right along here, I had mentioned we were in the bathroom, that you had a slide out here. You have a nice hanging rod going across right there, so it gives you big extra wardrobe space to hang clothes. And then right over next to that, you see you have a bunch of shelving, so you have plenty of room to put folded clothes, and there are mirrors on all 4 doors. Last couple things, if we take a look at the ceiling, you have a vent here, but more importantly, this is wired for a second AC, meaning this will have 50 amp hookup, but more importantly, that will allow it if you want, if you're staying in a hot region, you can have that second AC installed. Then if we take a look right over here, you also have TV connections in case you want to watch TV before bed. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the Atlas 2952 RLF. Starting right up front here, you have this beautiful painted front cap. You'll see there are LED lights inlaid in the bottom, as well as a long strip all the way across the top. Another great feature, folks, is this right here. So something that's new, the Atlas has the industry-leading 3-year limited structure warranty on there. That's a huge deal. If you're looking to have that peace of mind when you buy a new RV, that right there should let you know that the manufacturer is standing behind the product. As we take a look right underneath, you'll see how nice and open it is right up front here. Great cable management too. This is something else I generally look for when I'm looking at manufacturers. Notice how they tuck everything away, they bring it off to the sides, everything's nice and clean. You don't have a bunch of random wires just hanging down everywhere that are gonna get snagged. So I do really like that. Also over to the side, behind the battery box, it's kind of tucked in back there, but there is a battery disconnect, which makes it really nice and easy to kill all the power to the RV. Instead of having to constantly open up your box to disconnect the battery, you can just flip a switch and kill all power to it. When we come along the side here, this is something that's really nice. Right here, you have solar prep. If you want solar, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. Next to that, one of 2 30-pound propane tanks. You'll have one on this side and one on the other side. Before we get into the pass-through, I want you to take a look up top real quick. You will see this one has a power awning right here. The great thing about this is you don't have any vents here either, folks. So this right here is all great camp space in front of the door. Just touch a button to roll this out, same thing to go right back in. And you have an LED light strip underneath there so you have light at night. The pass-through here, covered hinge as you would expect, slam latches on there, and it is magnetic, so you can just put it up nice and easy just like that. You don't have to worry about breaking any clips off or anything when you shut it. If we take a look inside, you can see the nice big open pass-through here. You can kind of see through the other side there too, but you know, good storage space. You also have little cutouts on both sides right here. And then right over here, you'll see the in-command system. I showed you that when we were inside. This is the brains of the unit right here, so if you ever have to get inside and do anything, this is where you'll want to look. You'll also see the aluminum structure running through here. Notice that the plumbing isn't dropping down the center or anything like a lot of manufacturers have. They did run it as close to the ceiling as they could, which is really nice. And again, you have an LED light strip going the entire length in that pass-through, so that way it'll light up the whole thing. If you want outside TV, this is where you'd hook it up at right here. Nice and simple, and again, that is directly underneath that power awning. Something else that I really like when manufacturers do, and we've seen a lot of higher end fifth wheels go to this, some travel trailers too, but they've gone to a type of essentially aluminum step system like this. MoRide makes one. This is the Solid Step by LCI. But they all work very similarly and they all work very well. So the big advantage of having aluminum treaded steps here, period, is the fact that they don't rust out, which is awesome. You know this will stay looking nice. The way this step system works, you basically, when you're traveling, it sits up in the door jamb itself. It has a little lock right here on the back. You basically just bring it right down and drop it down. You have adjustable legs here to adjust for the height as well. But look how sturdy this is, folks. You want to talk about solid? If you're sick of walking in and out of an RV and having the steps bounce, makes you feel like you're gonna fall, the Solid Step right here will certainly make you feel nice and comfortable. And you have the foldable grab handle here as well, just for that little bit of extra control, as well as the grip strips in case it is, raining or the steps are wet. Making my way back a tiny bit further, a couple things, a little tight squeeze, so bear with me. But up on the slide there, you will see you have 2 exterior speakers. Those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but again, that unit is Bluetooth capable. Duck down with me, we'll take a quick look underneath at the wheels here. You'll see the beautiful aluminum alloy wheels. Not only do those look really cool, but they will stay looking nice because those are aluminum alloy wheels as well. And you have nitrogen-filled tires, which should hold that tire pressure for a longer period of time. You'll see one of your stabilizer auto jacks right back here, leveling jacks. This one does have auto level. So you'll literally touch a button, level the coach out after a couple minutes, and it has a memory. So that way, when you're done camping, you can put it right back to where you dropped it off at, so you can literally back your tow vehicle up, hook up, and take off. As we take a look at the back of the Atlas, you'll see right over here you have a rear-mounted ladder. That way you can quickly and easily climb up onto the fully walkable roof. Right over next to that is your spare tire. The great thing about having a spare tire on the bumper is it is very easy to access. Hopefully you never have to get to it, but in the event that you do, you know it's right here, and because of the cover, it should be in good shape as well. Another thing you'll notice is right back here you can see the enclosed and heated underbelly. They actually wrapped it up around the back right here, which is pretty cool, but it's just nice and easy to picture it right there. But that goes all the way underneath. That way, if you are camping in the colder seasons, you don't have to have any worries. Plus, it also helps keep a lot of the road grime out and also help prevent some rodents from getting in there as well. If you take a look right up top in the center, you see this one is prepped for a backup camera. If you want a backup camera, having that prep makes it a lot easier to install. It's essentially a plug and play, meaning it will make it a lot less expensive for you. Right around the other side, you'll see a couple other quick things. You have your 50 amp detachable power cord, which will plug right in here, as well as your fresh water inlet. Your other connections are actually right up front here. You see satellite connection right here. City water is going to be right here. In between the two is your spray port if you want some outside water access. This is really handy as well. This is a water heater bypass. So when you're winterizing your RV, you can just flip it down, which will bypass your water heater so you're not filling it with glycol. And then right underneath that is your black tank flush valve, which makes it nice and easy to wash out your black tank when you're done camping. Over to this side here is that auto level control. As I mentioned, just touch the auto level button and after a couple minutes, the coach will level itself out. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 Atlas 2952 RLF. If you're looking for price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.